Well, you always like Christmas today. Like Christmas. Anyway, let's get up to the front. So, went out, done a bit of shopping today, and yeah, I needed to sit down when she told me the price. So, what have I bought myself today? Right, we got 4 rod holders. Easier to try and get the camera up there. They're going to basically go in there. One in there, same on the other side. Providing I've got the depth. I think I have. Actually, I don't think I have. They're going to go at an angle like that, so I might get away with them. So right, if not, I just have to cut the ends off. I've got myself some stainless steel screws to hold them in, 3 for each. So that's that. Bought myself a cleat to go on the front. Oh, this was the plan. Hang on 1 second. I'm not very good at this filming lot, am I? That's where it all kind of went wrong, was with that. Now, when I went to the shop the other day, I could have swore he told me it was an M10. So I went out and I ordered myself an M10 with the intention of that going up through the boat, screwing into that, and then getting a M10i. Well, I've been to 2 chandlers today, and neither of them have got an M10i, and you can't get them. They stopped making them. So we're going to have to now scrap the M10. That was a waste of money. Fucking £7 for that. Stainless steel ain't cheap. And I'm going to have to get myself an M12 rod. Now the game plan is here now, once I've got the M12 rod, which will obviously be like that, is to possibly utilise the wing nut, if it comes with it, or a nut on the end, and make my own eye. I can't see another way of doing it. I've looked online and I just can't find anything that's going to replace whatever it was that was in there, because obviously I've never seen it. Now, when I was down at the boatyard, or at the Sharners in Walton upon Thames, they had a couple of dories in there, and they've had the same problem. All they've done is they've got an eye with like a coach bolt and just screwed it in, a couple of screws underneath, and yeah, I'd be amazed if it takes it, but they're on trailers. So anyway, so the idea was for the cleat to sit like that, and obviously that'll look quite nice once it's done, with no screws or anything in it. It'll be sealed up. I might just, it's got 2 little indents on there, I might just grind them off. I don't really, it's to stop it twisting, but it's going to have to be twisted to help tighten it up. So I may or may not leave them on there. This stuff ain't fucking cheap, is it? Well, tenner a metre. They stuck something in the end there, look. Whatever that is, well done. So 32mm goes on there, pretty much perfect, I think. So that's that bit. I want an ensign flag, which is now hit the floor. So I've got myself my ensign flag. Oh, the daughter's bringing out another part that I hadn't done, brought out. 4 rod holders. Went with a wooden flagpole. Keep with the theme of the old dory, the old Delky dory, and the black dog. 2 lengths of 5 metre rope. The holder. This is funny. So, got a flagpole, yeah, got the holder, yeah, there it is. Look at that shower shit. Yeah, what the fuck is that? So now I need to cut the end off of that. Make this, yeah, cut the end off and then shave this down. Now, my neighbour's got a lathe that would be perfect for doing that, so I'll have to ask him if he can trim that, and then that way that will fit nice and snug, otherwise I don't want it rattling around. So that's that. Sliding that all aside for a minute. Woofy dog, hello, this is Zeus, everybody. He's 19 months old. He's my pride and joy and my alarm. Oh yeah, and then these arrived as well. These will be for the bimini, which I think I'm only going to need 2 now. I bought a cheap bimini and it was fucking cheap. 25 quid. Trouble is, it was for like a 2 metre rib. It was tiny, so that didn't work out. Anyway, then on the front now, if I can get Muttley to move his legs, pull over. I bought a hatch. Come on, get out of the way. So there's my hatch, and then that'll get screwed in place, and then, you know, I can utilise the space in the sun deck. Now originally I weren't going to, I was going to have the carpet so that it'd be removable for when I went fishing, but that's not going to happen now, because that's going to go over the top of it and help hold it in place. So the carpet will be permanent on the front now. So that's the hatch. Then I didn't mean to spend that much money on the seats. I thought they were 44 quid each, but the plain white ones didn't have this sort of styling on them, and the problem was I did want white, but they only had one white seat. So how do you have that with just one? Odd. Can you not let him stand on the edge, because you're going to knock the boat off the trailer? Down. 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 Come on, get down. There you go. Stay there. So, so these were 66 quid each. Yeah. But they fold down, and yeah, and they're a bit upright, I've got to admit. So I might see if I can modify these little tabs here, and I'll just cut them off as such, and see if I can get to recline a bit more. I like to be reclined a bit more than that. Then we've gone with audio. The other day this arrived, so I bought some Sony. What are they? No! Oh, you arsehole! Sorry, he's ripping all my paperwork up. Leave it! Pain in the butt. Just sit there. Got all the wiring for the speakers. 2 sets of speakers. So one's going to go over here when he moves his head out of the way. The other one's going over there. And then I'm either going to make a little box up to go over in each corner, or on here, or I might just bolt the other two in there, cut the holes, and I think there's foam in there. I might have to dig a lot of foam out. I was originally thinking down the bottom by your feet might be a good spot. It's a shame they shaped it like that at the end, because that would have been a perfect spot over there. So might have to get some more fiberglass out and maybe make my own speaker pods. And then I thought I'd get myself a stereo for it, so I went with that one. There was another one in the shop that was a lot cheaper, but it didn't have Bluetooth, and I don't want cables all over the place. I'd rather just connect my phone so I can play my music off my phone, and yeah. So we went with that because that was all they had in there, and it was Bluetooth, and I like to go shopping and buy it there and then. I hate all this online stuff, buying it, waiting, and you don't see the product till you get it in your hand, and then you get it in your hand, you think, oh, what a load of crap, and you want to send it back, and it just takes so long. I'd rather go to a shop, pick it up, look at it, buy it. Thank you. Fucking online. So let's get these shops back open, please. So it was nice being able to go to the Chandlers and actually get in there today and walk around and find things that I wanted. Sorry, someone's just sent a package. Oh, bloody hell, I've got 2 more. I'll have 2 more deliveries tonight by the looks of it. So, yeah, I can't remember what else I've got on order, but I've got a few more bits. I'm still waiting on my steering. Now, I ordered the Teleflex steering. Very nice people rang me before delivering to tell me they didn't have a Teleflex steering. Oh, that's nice, you advertised it, but you haven't got it. But they got Multiflex. So, I don't know what the difference is. I think they're all the bloody same. They're probably all made in China. So I said, yeah, just send me it. I said, was there any difference in the cost? She said, yeah, but we'll swallow the cost. I thought, okay. So I've hopefully got a more expensive steering for cheaper. So nothing's bolted down yet. Seats are all just sitting there. So it sort of gives a look, I think. Let's move them out of the way. And then obviously with a nice fat engine, a nice 9.9 on the back, it's starting to take shape. But now it's just a case of getting the weather behind me, and yeah, get some weather behind me, and then I can get the last of the painting done. It really ain't going to take me long to get the painting done now. I just need it to hurry up and dry up a bit, and then I can start putting everything together. So got myself some rope as well, 5 metres, 2 lengths of 5 metres for tying it up for mooring. So yeah, that's my video for today. I've just got to get round to fitting it all now, so I'm going to have a go at this hatch anyway in a minute. Start measuring it out, marking it up, cutting it out, and get the hatch semi-fitted. Obviously everything will get fitted and then take it back off. Oh no, it's not strapped, don't. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys. So to add on to what I was just doing, for you anyway, I did it ages ago. Hatch is now in, all bolted in, locks down lovely, pops open, all waterproof. Make sure I'm got the storage in there, still in there. So I got that done, got my rod holders in, see, holding your rod up. Granted, that's only half of the rod. My rods, unfortunately, are 13 foot long. They're going to be fun sticking out of there. I won't be boating underneath any trees with them sticking up. So yeah, then what else have I got? Got the holes cut. Not the best. I've had to drill that one over there, and then one of my screws is sticking in the way, so I have to get the angle grinder to cut the screws out. And that's about all I've really done. I had to shorten them down by cut that much off the end of there because they were hitting the step. But that's more than enough to well, you can see down in there. That's more than enough to hold the handle. I should be fine. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to fit the speakers or anything as yet, because I still need to do the painting. I don't want to get paint all over everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a 1-inch 16mm, something like, I don't know, 19mm, 20mm like pipe, plastic pipe, and then over there I shall drill a hole the size of the pipe, put the pipe through, and then run it all the way along down the whole length of the boat. And then over there behind the steering console I'll cut a hole into it, and then when the stereo's in the console the wires will come down into the plastic straight down and you won't see any of the wiring, using this sort of thickness stuff, which weren't bloody cheap. I bought 20 metres of it, it cost me 65 bloody quid. Yeah, that there was 65 quid, but that's 20 metres and it's OFC cable. No, it's not tinned, so it doesn't matter, it's not going to see the elements as such, because it's all going to be in pipes and everything. However, small dilemma. Now, for the rear speakers, as you can see, I'm demoing it over there. That's one spot. Obviously I have to dig a fair bit of foam out to give it room to breathe. But I just don't know, so I need the experience of someone who's got a boat, got one of these. How wet does it get back here? I really like that there. And it's sort of in the perfect position for acoustics. Granted, you're a bit nearer to them than them, but that's what the fader's for. But I really like them there. I don't know. Come on guys, give me some input. Let me know in the comments, what should I do? Where should I put it? Oh, well, that's it. Yeah, I've got my flag up. I like that. Yeah, British Ensign flag, or English Ensign flag. I still want I want an England flag. I was thinking of getting two, one for the other side and having an England flag. But these screws are temporary. I'll change them out for proper button heads at a later stage, same as in there. Yeah, I had to cut the end off of that and then whittle it down. I didn't have any way of sanding it, or he's got a lathe in the garage over there, but he's not about today. He could have lathed that down for me. So I got a sharp knife and whittled away at the end of it, and we made it give it a good whack, and it's in. So it's solid, proper on there, solid. It ain't going nowhere. The metal bracket will break first, I think. So that's that in. Oh, there's all the dust coming out of my hair. So yeah, I've got to have a bit of a tidy up now, pack up. But I'm happy. Got the rod holders in there, all come back out when the carpet's down, and then they'll go back on the carpet. I think that's it for the moment. Yeah, so I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, thanks for watching. Come back round and say hello. Hello. Guess what she's just brought me? Oh yes, I forgot to mention this. So here we are. There's my bimini. I'm hoping that I didn't cock up. I was supposed to have, the boat's 160 wide, and I've gone and ordered the 140, thinking 140 was the height. I didn't want to go too high, because you know, being a short ass, I don't want it right up in the air. I don't need it all the way up in the air. So, yeah, I won't open it out here though. I don't want it getting dirty. 15 kilo? That's never 15 kilo. Okay, well under 15. So yeah, my bimini, it's white, and it's a 3-bow. Although it hasn't got the pole at the back, so I might buy the pole so that when it's in the boat it sort of comes off of about there, and then the pole sits up so it's not dropping down onto the engine or something. I don't know, once it's on, and I'll work it out from there. Alright, thanks for watching guys, catch you later. Afternoon all, welcome to the steering console. Nice and shiny. That's going to get flatted down. So yeah, I've redone the steering console. So shiny. A little issue. It weren't quite covered up. I think you see them bubbles. It got fucking wet. It rained. Very little small splash of rain. But that should, fingers crossed, that should come out when I flatten it down. So that's the steering console. Oh, what's this I see? A great big bloody gazebo. Or pop-up. A lot harder to put up than with one person. So in you come, and voila! Guys, I made some progress. It's painted in white. Yeah, painted in white. Well, is there much more to say? I don't know. Had a couple of little issues. Got a run there, but that's where the rubbing strake's going to go, so it don't really matter. But that'll get sanded flat tomorrow. I did it again. Run out of bloody hardener, so I can't actually lacquer it with my blue pearl. So in the morning, now I've got one area here. I don't know how. I don't know if it comes up on camera. Excuse me. It's almost like it never got painted properly, which is strange because I'm sure I did, but there's like a shadow in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a tin spray can of the same stuff, base coat white, and then just go around touching up a few little areas that need it, that I've missed. But yeah, we can end up with a big old run here because, as you can see, the freaking thing blew against it and left a load of bubbles, but it getting the rubbing strake will cover that up hopefully. Oh, I've got round it. A few little pinholes, but again that's where the strake's going to go, so I don't care. Touched up a few little spots with like little pinholes and that in, but other than that, and then that's that side. It's pissing down my rain tomorrow. Great day to do some lacquering, but I've got no choice. I've got to move the boat. Neighbour needs to get here, the builders in, so I've got about a week to play with. I've got to get my van gone, my old van gone as well. So once the old carpet's in place, this is going to look fairly tidy, I believe. Oh, I bloody hope so. Where were we up to? Yeah, hang on. I was meant to show you some parts from yesterday. Right, where was I? Yeah, I've got a hatch. That's it. The reason I'm doing this video, and hopefully it'll work, I've uploaded a couple of videos and they just won't upload. I don't know why. They're not corrupt. I can watch them on my phone, but they won't go into my computer. So yeah, not the tidiest to cutting. Again, done with a jigsaw, but once it's in there, carpet's over it, trimmed out, and then the hatch over the top. That's the rod holders that I bought. They go in there, and I've ordered the bits I now need. I went down to a marina yesterday and they tried showing me some right crap concoction for putting, well, I can't see it because the paper's in the way, but for putting a new eye on it. And they had a couple of dories there actually. So look, fuck me were they rough. Yeah, one of them had it all like the correct thing here, but it'd been tightened up too much, or the bolt was too short, and it literally pulled it down. I thought, well, that's not good. All the wood inside must be rotten. So because I filled mine with resin, and obviously whatever leaked off, it should be really solid through there now. So I'd already ordered an M10 bolt, and it turns out for the cleat that I've got, or bought, that I wanted, it was an M12. So I reordered again some more, another rod of M12, and an M12 lifting eye, rated at 340 kilos. So I'm pretty sure, because it's not lifting it and it's only pulling it onto a trailer, that should be more than adequate. So yeah, so I've got my speakers. I think I've uploaded that, or I can upload that video. And then I've got a dilemma, because I showed you, well, I tried showing in another video, but I think it was crap. I was contemplating putting the speaker here. Perfect angle, to be honest. But my concern is there enough room in there? I mean, obviously I'd have to dig out quite a lot of the foam, which would be a worry. Oh, the thrash welt I don't care about. I'm going to get in there with a brush. There's water and dust and shit in there that I couldn't clear out. Everything else got hoovered first to try and keep the dust down to a minimum, but it was wet, and I thought, sod it, do you know what, I'll just get some paint and paint it black or something in there to cover all that up. It's so time consuming, I'm getting pissed off working on it, so I'm rather, I just want it done now, you know how it is. So yeah, not much left to do really. The steering console, after putting the bench seat on and then putting the seats on the bench seat, I realised the steering console does sit this way too far. So I'm going to cut it so that it sits on that ledge there, or maybe even up. I'll wait and see when I get it up there. There's 4 holes over there, and if you can pick them up, that's where the control box is going for the gears, forward and throttle and that. There's obviously them holes back there, you can just see that's for the original cleats, and I believe that's the original position, so they will go back there. They're in a bit of a sorry state, so they've got a bit of cleaning up to be done on them. I might even paint them black. I've still got a little bit of black paint left, about 150ml of black paint, so I could mix up a little bit, clean them up, sand them up, and paint them the same colour black, and then lacquer them tomorrow when I go and do the lacquering. So there's still that option, which I think they look nice in black, against the white anyway. The console is black to match the outside. I think that breaks up all the white inside. The carpet that's going in is an anthracite grey. Now originally I wasted my time putting all this sand and everything I did up here, because now the carpet, because of the hatch and the rods holders, piss off fly. Yeah, because of them, now I want the carpet underneath them. Yeah, so the carpet's going to get pinned in place with the rod holders either side that, and then I'll probably just put a couple of staples or something around the top edge, or glue it down. I mean, it's not going to come back up now. If the fish make it smell, so be it. I've got a jet wash. So that's where we're at today, chaps. Yeah, one of the videos I tried showing everything. I've got some Sony speakers, Sony Marine speakers. I went whole hog. But I've ordered a normal stereo, car stereo for it. It'll have a cover over it. I'll make a little perspex cover over it. And then the storage box works out relatively big. I didn't go over the top with the hatch. That was 30 quid just for the hatch. But yeah. Now I never did lift these things up to see if they were leaking, but to be fair, the other day the boat was full of water, and it stayed full of water, and the water level did not drop, so nothing leaks through that one anyway. That's the main concern. But what I'm going to do is I've got some mastic stuff. I'm going to unscrew it and seal it and mastic it back down. You're not necessarily going to see that because of the carpet coming over the top of it, and then I'll just cut a slot in the carpet so that can poke through. And again, the carpet won't be coming up, and I'll probably do the same with all these ones. These do need repositioning anyway. The battery one's not far off, but I'm contemplating putting the battery the other way, and the bigger battery, because I might end up with 2, I don't know. I've got a big leisure battery, but I think it's knackered, and I don't think it will turn the engine. So I've got a car battery that will fit in that spot, fuel tank over here, and then I might have a little 10-inch subwoofer speaker which I need to make a little box. It only uses half a cubic inch of half a cubic foot, sorry, of volume. So it's a small box. I've got 2 in my van. I did have 3. This is the 3rd one left over. I only put 2 back in my new van when I took them out the old one. So yeah, so either the speakers are going to go there, or they're going to go out over there where your feet are going to be, that side, and then obviously the same on this side. So coming along, she's poking her eye through. Hello.
Hello, one of your parcels have just turned up.
That'll be my steering.
Yes.
Multi-flex steering's here, chaps. Oh yes.
Steering cable's just.
That's all I've been waiting on, my steering cable. So now I can get the steering cable, well, get the helm set up. Once I can screw that in. So once the lacquer's done tomorrow, I can then get the steering console fitted, fit the actual controls and the steering wheel, engine back on, and hey, might even have it in the water by Sunday. No chance. Who am I trying to kid? Oh, I'll have a go though. If I can get it in the water just to see how it sits, I'm not necessarily worried about taking it on the water for a spin. Just get it in the water and see how she lies. So I know if I have to ballast anywhere, move batteries about, or anything like that. Anyway, that'll do for now. I shall give you an update, probably when this is done now. Because, I'll say it's only a bit of lacquer tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Well, boys and girls, it's come out alright. Sit for that little bit. Well, hopefully, I know it's pearl and you shouldn't really flat pearl down, but it's in the lacquer, so I'm hoping I'm going to get away with that. So standing back, steering box, steering console, all done in black, sanded, polished and buffed up. Now, it's not showing it up in here. Yeah, don't worry, you can see how bad my painting is. That's the trouble when you buy a gun with a 1.8 nozzle. It's fucking 1.8 is huge. And unfortunately there wasn't a lot I could do about it. I tried swapping a nozzle from the other gun, and unfortunately it doesn't fit the newer gun, so fuck it, I had to run with it. And I didn't thin the paint at all, or the lacquer rather. But yeah, this wind and shit weather we've got today is not helping. But it's done, so yeah, it's not the best. Fuck it, yeah, it'll have to do now. I'll go around sanding a few runs here and there. You can't see the colour yet until the sun comes out, but that is a blue pearl. Yeah. So, crack on now. I'll refit the, well, I can't fit nothing because I went to go and try and grab that carpet just now from the warehouse and there's no fucking keys for me to get in. So I couldn't get in, so I have to wait till tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm going to start fitting the speakers. Cutting out the new holes which are going to go in the sides. I ain't really going to put, I'm not going to put them back here. So that's it for the moment, little update.